Hi there. So yesterday I was talking about happiness and how saying that people or things make you happy is the wrong way to think about it. I wanted to relate this to stuttering because I will often hear people who stutter say that stuttering causes me to be socially inept, or stuttering prevents me from getting the kind of job that I want. And I think they're thinking about this the wrong way. We need to change this sense of causation. Stuttering is a lot like happiness in that to say that stuttering causes you to be socially inept or causes you to not get the kind of job you want is like saying that this person or this thing makes me happy or unhappy. It is to ascribe to those things, those immaterial, non-sentient things, those abstract ideas, it is to ascribe to them a capacity for causation, when the reality is that they are not causal agents at all. So like happiness, when you say that stuttering causes me to be socially inept, stuttering prevents me from getting the kind of job that I want, you are in effect disowning that personal responsibility. You are placing the responsibility for your social ineptness or your inability to get a job onto the stuttering. Stuttering may be a catalyst, but it just is. It does not cause anything in and of itself. You do that all on your own based on your own thoughts and attitudes towards your stuttering and towards the situation. And I was somebody who used to place the blame onto my stuttering. I would say things like stuttering has held me back, or stuttering has caused me to have low self-worth. But that's just self-pitying talk. I know that I must take personal responsibility for my own actions and for my own perceived shortcomings. So now I try to reword those sentences. Instead of saying that stuttering has held me back, I will say that I have allowed stuttering to hold me back. And instead of saying that stuttering has caused me to have low self-worth, I will say that I have allowed stuttering to affect my self-worth, or something to that effect. And actually, it is quite empowering to take this personal responsibility, to finally come to this realization that it isn't the stutter that does anything. It is my own attitudes and thoughts about my stutter. That is actually quite empowering, because then I can recognize the problem. And if I can recognize the problem, then I can start fixing it. So that's just some food for thought, I guess, for today, and maybe something that you could think about. So today I'm going to call a couple more dry cleaners, but instead of asking about a sleeping bag, I'm going to ask about a silk rug. I have a silk rug about 2 feet by 3 feet or something like that, that I actually got when I was in Turkey years ago. I went to Istanbul, and when I was there, I was in a rug shop, and I decided to buy a small silk rug. So anyway, I am just curious if a silk rug can be dry cleaned, since I'm not even sure if they can do that. So I'm just going to call these dry cleaners and ask if they do that. So okay, here we go. Yeah, you'll have to excuse me because I have a speech problem. But I was just wondering if you clean like silk rugs. I just have a little one, and I'm not sure if that can even be dry cleaned or not. Oh, okay. And all right. What time do you guys close? All right. Thank you. That's all I was wondering about. Bye. So I guess they would have to look at it first before actually being able to determine if they could clean it. And if they can't clean it there, they said they could send it away to some other place where they can clean it. So, okay, now I'm going to call the other one and see what they say. Yeah, you'll have to excuse me because I have a speech problem. But I was just wondering if you clean silk rugs at all? Yeah. All right. What time do you guys close? Okay. All right. Sounds good. Okay. Uh-huh. Thank you. Bye. They said that they would have to look at it also, of course. I figured. And they also said that I would have to sign a release, of course, you know, in case there's some kind of color change or other damage, I guess, that they couldn't anticipate. But interesting. So I guess I'm actually going to call one more and see what they say. So here we go. Yeah, you'll have to excuse me because I have a speech problem. Oh, thank you. I was just wondering if you clean silk rugs. It's about, I think, 24 inches by 36. It isn't that big. Oh, all right. What time do you guys close? 6 o'clock? 7 in the morning. Okay. Thank you. That's all I was wondering about. Bye. That person at that shop seemed to think that as long as they could fit it into their dry cleaning machine or whatever it is that they put clothes into, that they would be able to clean it. So I'm actually not quite sure I should get it cleaned, since there was kind of mixed messages there. The first two thought that they would have to look at it first, and they seemed kind of skeptical on whether or not it could be cleaned, and the third one seemed to be fairly confident. So I'm not sure what that means, but chances are I probably won't even get it cleaned. Okay, well, we'll see you next time. Bye.